MUFAREH, the floor is all yours. Great to see you, brother.
Thank you so much. Likewise, guess what? I just got back from hell, and I'll be going back in a few minutes. That's what I've been doing. So, daily thing. But it's all good for good reasons. It's worth it. But I promised to give my brothers some updates, and I couldn't, so I had to take off a meeting. I walked out so I can deliver because I couldn't do it until 2 o'clock. So I just walked out now, and I come in person because I don't have time to talk to you. So I come in person, and I am here at your service. I'm not the one who's going to give a recap about what happened, but if I want to add something about what's happening, like I said, we've been going for frequent visits to hell every day and multiple times a day, in fact. But that's the threshold between big boys and, amateurs. We are very proud of how we're holding up and how we're fighting all the battles all across in a good way. The good news for you, you have it easy. But we'll probably have one day the luxury to talk about some of them. In fact, it's all because we're adamant about how we do business. We don't want anybody to dictate how we do business. We have our vision, we have our heart to conduct our business in a certain way. And it appears like the market is not accustomed to this. They are used to a different way of doing business. So that's where we have a conflict with some directions or affiliates. However, if I want to comment on the past, yes, we are working hard. We are really wrestling and battling around the clock for different issues. Okay. As you may know, nothing is ever going to be life-threatening because no matter what happened, we're going to revive and we're going to be able to continue. This is a do it or die, as you know. In fact, triple D. But we're just persistent and we're very stubborn to do the business in the way we want to do it. That's the bottom line. So because of that, we have to win some battles, and sometimes they take time. If I want to add, beside that, I want to update you that I've heard a few guesstimates and assumptions about what's been happening, about the few events you've seen. Some are partially okay, but for the most part, nah, you didn't get it right. Okay, so stop guessing and speculating and leave that to the corporate. When they have the time, they're going to come out. Our professionals are going to tell you exactly what happened and why and what it means, and they'll lay it out. They lay it out. So, for example, just the supercar majlis, like when we had the first event with them, we told you it's for a reason. It's like on the surface, yeah, it's a good show, it's a good parade, but we got something. We were testing something, and then we told you, and now look what happened. And now what happened is, remember, we're ahead of you. So it's not what you think. You see the surface or the leakage, but why do we do it? We honor you and we respect you to tell you the facts. That's what we're responsible for. So that's about the past, or just in case. Now, more important, I want to give you a quick update. Okay, card payment processor. We are dealing with an American company that the payment processor that has also regional offices. So we also hit some record numbers. This is the second payment processor that we use on the card side. We used one that we no longer do business with them, or they still have our funds, big numbers, hijacked. So we have not cashed out one single penny from the previous one, which lasted like the weekend. Do you remember that? And then we went to plan B after almost like 2 weeks because to change the integration, all of that, after we gave up on the first one. Now, this one we didn't fully give up on, but we set a timeline in the back end internally. So we have a very short time that we're giving them. If they're not going to get us straight, okay, we're just not going to be able to proceed business with them. And for the main part is one of the glitches is they're not cashing out our funds. So they take, but they keep it reserved. Okay, they're not cashing out. We need the funds to pay you to do other stuff as well and to pay for the cost. Uh, so that is not happening. We haven't taken one single penny from the second one, nor the first one. So you understand, we have been just giving out at our expense so far. And the other glitch we have with them, or a main conflict, is they're not as fast in responding. They're the sweetest stalkers you can ever imagine. Okay? Beautiful. You cannot even argue with them, but it's not moving. We'll get back with you. We'll do this. We'll find. We're looking. We're checking. So we have some technical things. At the same time, the payout is not happening for us, a company. So we're just piling funds for them. So that's the reason. Okay. Now, if we have a couple of days, I would say, if they're not gonna get this straightened out, we're moving on something that I always mention to you. Eventually, we're gonna get to that. Not gonna say what it is, but if it works, it's essentially an early phase in owning it. Okay, watch that. But that's why I told you, don't worry. Yeah, we can have a couple of hiccups here and there. We're not losing in any way. It just pushing us to go to the ultimate. Now they have made money that they never made in a company with this little short time. While our business is even being stopped and attacked, as you know, like bombs are thrown at us every day from every dimension. And because of that, we feel like we didn't even launch. Okay, how are we going to open more, doors while this is not uh, flawless as we wish? Mainly is for the payment aspect. So that has been said about the payment. So bear with us, okay? We every day, they give us this sweet talk. It's imminent. Like, okay, tonight, tomorrow. So we'll just resume, but it's not happening. So we ran out of patience now. That what, if it's not going to happen, we're just moving on to something. It will eventually lead to where we want to go permanently, okay? But then that will be hopefully more stabilized. But it takes a lot of work. So our people, I I still have the team in India, in Dubai. They're working together, and of course, in Egypt works late. So we're really working around the clock. No joke about that. So we thank our team constantly. They have been really fighting the battle very, very aggressively. And because of what's happening with the payment, that is, having a major effect on our payout by bank. So, we have that delay, but it's not for a long time. So as soon as we either settle this or get the new option, then we will resume or have the bulk payout, the mass payout in both directions, okay? Crypto and bank. So don't worry, okay? We will get this. And once it runs, that's it, it's over. That's it. It will just be a flawless, automatic process. It's just the first time. And because of what's happening, and you understand, some people really work hard. They get high pay just to limit our growth, which is breaking all the records. No one has seen the numbers we've seen, and they will scare you. I mean, you might have a clue, but not fully. We really thought this will happen, a couple of us, not all of us, to the point where it's almost like people are just like raiding at us, like flocking, like, oh, they want a slice of that cake. So that's why sometimes we probably shouldn't talk how good we are, because it opens the appetite, it ignites their desire to come, and like they want to get a piece, mostly illegally, okay, not in an ethical way, unethically. They just want it's a good show. Come on, come on, okay. We haven't done that. This is our business, and this is for good causes. We're not just going to blow it up, and that's why then we have to fight back. But people make up some stuff just to get a slice of the cake. What do they call it? Last I checked, the greed, or what is it? I think it is greed. Yeah. So, but if you look at it, this is probably, it sounds like a nightmare that we're going through, but this is the dream of every business to get to this level. We knew that, but we didn't know how bad is the market, how corrupted it is, okay? I had a clue, but to the point where it is thuggish. It's gangsters, top to bottom, all across, every country, no exception. When there's this much money or success, every crook and thief want to break in. So that's why it's a tough battle, but at the end of the day, we will prevail. All right, no doubt. So that's about the payment. The other part is wait until, like, I would say a week or two. Next week, you're going to see something in OConnect by Tuesday, but in a couple of weeks, ultimately, we are having some amazing developments and progress in OConnect. You're going to love it, to the point where there are some top officials in a couple of countries are invited to the launch of OConnect. Okay? Media. I told you, I think I told you, I don't know if I remember that correctly. I told you I am going to demand mainstream media because of what's happening. And now we're going to have almost a complete facelift, okay? A revamp of OConnect. This is good. We're stabilizing that. But with all of what's happening, we managed to take it to the next phase. And that is about to happen. Okay, we're very close now, just a matter of a couple of weeks. We will have OConnect where it will sell like hot cake day and night. All right, and then obviously when we get to the new cycle, we will have different packages. I want to update you about the noise cancellation and what's happening from AI. We have different options. Some are requiring severe cost, okay? And we don't want to add that to the customer. We want to bear that additional cost without you feeling it. But at the same time, it's a lot, okay? And some are, so we have like 4 different options, and some are not good with volume. Like we do it, it's so sexy, it's so appealing, okay? There's so many uh, whistles and perks in everyone, but uh, it just doesn't hold up to the volume. Like it's not yet. So we're working on that. So tomorrow we'll get another report by the AI ML team. We had a meeting with them earlier, and they will tell us, the tentative timeline. But eventually, what we have reached is something, unseen. Okay, and that's why we're not just going to put something. We have options; we can put them there, but I'd rather not to have it for. Not that they're like really so bad that like, oh, we don't have. No, it's because it's almost an insult and devaluing what's coming. If you're able to do that, why do you want to settle with something less? That's the reason. We might not have the best decision, okay, but this is how I see it. So we want to hold on to have something really um, a game changer. Okay. We also have completed the ecosystem mobile app, and it's ready. So possibly anytime tomorrow and on, you don't go to the app store. You don't go online. You don't go to WhatsApp group or to Facebook. So from your mobile device or cell phone, okay, smartphone, log in your ecosystem and click on the mobile app to download the mobile app. From there, it will take you to the right place. Okay, whether it's Android or Apple. So that's done. O Verify is about to be rolled out. Okay, and Odesk and O Tracker, as we know, they are ready to, but because of what's happening with the payment, we don't want to add another thing, and like we don't have the flawless merchant or payment processor. Once that settled, then we have those 2 products are rolling out, and then eventually, O Verify for businesses, not for you. You will not pay for it. Okay, neither get paid unless you sell it to a business, okay, B2B. And there are some crazy stuff that I probably can't share. There are in some stages now about some heavy business, okay? And it will be, it's an understatement to say income or revenue game changer. It's above that. It's basically giving you a unicorn business level and having you look the hero or the owner of it, and you can benefit as much. So this is some like severe level. I don't know if it's going to apply to everybody. uh, there's definitely some deserving individuals and leaders in ONPASSIVE so far, and I know uh, this is something that will make them be in a shock mode for a while, that it will take them a while until they wake up from that shock. Like, is this real? Sometimes, like, pinch me if it's a dream or reality. I can, and trust me, when I say that, I'm thinking, I know exactly what's happening. You are going to say, is this real? Like, yes. Many leaders are going to say, wow, this is not what I thought. And this is something that never thought in your dream. I didn't even expect it would be possible one day, but that's how good we are, because we've attracted people you don't even know on board full time, major company, business owners, you name it, CEOs and managers from other directions. They came and joined forces. Obviously, if governments are making partnerships with us, okay, why not a few successful businessmen? They see the potential. They've seen our numbers just in a couple of days. But we didn't have a flawless open or grand opening, okay, as planned. So if we reset now again and say, okay, you know what, October is our launch, it's gonna blow your mind. It will make your head spin. The numbers, okay. To me, I've envisioned them, okay. But even our managers seeing them, our top executives seeing, is this real? Like they never thought this would be um, a reality. So let's recap. The card is going to resume. Don't worry. It just, they fooled us with their sweet tongue. We thought it's an imminent thing, but it's taken longer, that we ran out of patience. If they don't put their act together, we're just going to move on to another plan. Okay. But don't worry, we will get it done. Okay. That's never your issue or worry. We will get it done. Things are going to flow in. Once that's, in good shape, then the payout is going to just resume in bulks, or in uh, mass payouts. Okay, so everything is going to be okay. Just the first time. Once we get that moving, everything will be fine. Mobile app, please don't download it from anywhere but from your back office. Log in, get your OES from the back office. All right, that's it. We don't have it as a desktop yet, like O Connect. Okay, so we do have it as mobile app and web or browser option. Okay, uh, no speculation about the events and what's happening. We are gonna share with you, okay, the facts. It's all good. We are also preparing to roll out the next bonus, additional revenue. Beside what you have the first sale, 100%, you have the 25%, and there's another one that is coming, okay? The doers, the action takers, the heavy hitters are going to dance naked in the street. Not literally, but just how good it is, okay? All right. It's just that good. So we're about to roll that out and again, all right? So we're going to continue that. Traffic is not stopping, regardless and despite of all of that. Even we wish like we can stop it, but no, business as usual. That's pretty much it. I know I had like another 3,000 ideas, but they're just gone. I'm thinking I'm taken over by your beauty, maybe, or something.
The Chris Johnson effect.
Yeah. What else I needed to talk about? Remind me.
I think you got it. I think you covered it, Ash.
Oh, there's enough? Okay. Well,
Definitely enough.
there's a bit more, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's it. GITEX is next week, so obviously you know that. There's another event at the end of the month in Egypt, okay? We had the press conference happened last week, and that is with several Asian and African and Middle Eastern countries and European. We're talking about the top officials like ministers and people in the premier positions. So that is happening. A bunch of other things that are happening. We'll probably have more details if we do like an OConnect, but it will be live. And remember, we're about to roll out the live stream option in OConnect if you choose to. Okay, it's optional, but it's not long. Though I'm not in favor of that. Like you're going to lose some traffic by doing so. But you understand there's like something happening in OConnect every day, like the teleprompter now you can drag it, you can expand it. We also, if you check, for example, the call to action, try to put it now, like you have it right here. There's something called set as default. Start typing, and once you type, you can set as default. You get it? So meaning if you click that, next time you come, anytime you access your account from any application, mobile or desktop or anywhere, it will be already there unless you replace it with a new one. So you can clear it and put one. So that's going to also happen with the presentation. It will happen with the, say with me, call to action, push a link is already there. Push a link, try. So it's already there. The exit link is already there. A URL, okay. So that's already there. Pull the survey, and the presentation is being added. I mean, it's just being perfected, yeah. So this is a beauty. We also solved the YouTube. It was a bit of a blockage if you use like a premiere video or paid content due to the copyright stuff, all of that. So we were able to communicate with YouTube and have that unblocked. Okay. Some restrictions applied in the US mainly, but now it's perfectly fine. So you can put any video, any video, okay, on YouTube, on Vimeo, and of course your own MP4 RAW file if you wish. All of that is happening. All right. Talk to me. What else? I mean, pretty much we nailed it. Like as far as OConnect, couple of weeks it will be like better than dream.
Ash, we really do appreciate you coming on and sharing this information with us, not just for us three here, but also for the, how many of us on now? Oh, there's 2,000 are on here live, and obviously this is recorded, so it will go out to our YouTube channels a little bit later on as well. So we can't thank you enough for coming up and updating us. I'm sure us three here are solidified in saying we feel your pain, brother, what you're having to go through at the moment, and we thank you for everything you are doing, not just for us, but for every single affiliate, customer, and founder at the moment. It must be a daily chore having to wade through the caca, as Susie would say.
You sound, the way you did it, it sounds like something delicious. No, that's not how she says it. Caca, okay. But anyway, you click on screen, you understand the mic and the camera are clickable now, right? I mean,
You muted yourself, Ash.
no, somebody did it
I'm
to me.
sorry.
He's tested on me. He's tested
No,
on me.
hey, the other night I used it, right? And it happened. I go, maybe he did it at the same time I clicked it, but it did work.
No,
like
you-
Yeah,
last
that's
night.
really good. That's really good. That is.
Speaker,
Yeah.
host, co-host can also do it. So you can click on someone's screen. You don't have to look for the name.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And if somebody's obviously pulling down their pants or something, you can also close the video out.
Oh yeah.
If
yeah.
the-
Hey, you know what's nice too,
So-
Ash, when you're in a webinar, if the person's on page 2 and they're talking, they come to page 1, or the screen
I
goes
just
to
did it.
them.
I just did it to Red.
Oh, it's so cool.
I closed out
look
his
at
video,
that.
but now
Good,
I
good.
cannot
Now
bring
let
him
me-
back.
now-
He would have to
let-
come in.
Now let me mute him.
I just did.
This is not pick on Red Day.
Yeah, that was easy.
Hey, I
That's
really
Chris's
like
job.
that.
Not why we made it. Okay.
Boy, am I-
That's amazing.
I'm gonna have
Look
fun
at
with that option. Boy, am I
Look at
gonna have
the-
fun with that option, Marty.
Oh God, yeah, you probably made it a nightmare for some people. Ash, thank you very much for coming, sir. I can't possibly feel your pain. I'm not sure I could. I know I couldn't do it, but thank you very much. Really.
Of course. So yeah, it's looking beautiful. I appreciate you. I'm gonna jump on the other.
Yeah, we'll see.
Before you go, I do want to say you wiped the blood off pretty well. You're looking half decent.
Yeah,
Say it again.
I said you wiped the blood off your face pretty well.
bruises, the blood.
After the blood, the bruises, the knives, and so you're looking pretty good.
Oh no, that's like probably. Let me get closer. Maybe. What do you call it? Oh, Connect is making me look better. No.
No.
You
I
know
mean
when-
from all. I mean for the war you're in before you. Every day, the hell. You look
No,
pretty good
yeah.
for coming from
You know how
hell.
you can tell he's been really working, Marty? The man needs another haircut, and he hasn't gone to the barber. I say it to him every time.
Yeah, I did a couple of weeks ago, but I tell you what, I didn't shave for like 3-4 days, and this grows fast. Okay,
Right.
so I didn't think you wanted to see me like a few hours back. Yeah,
We're praying for you, brother.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
most
know,
definitely.
You
thank
know
you.
that.
I appreciate it. It's working, and don't worry, I'm a big boy. We're gonna nail it. All right,
Yeah. We'll see
it's
you.
looking very good.
No doubt.
Again, the nightmare we're living in, many people would have that as a dream or even a piece of it. It's a beautiful thing. All right.
Yeah.
It's because we shattered all the records. That's why it's happening.
Making waves.
I will ask
Yeah.
you this, Ash. Is it
That's
okay
the
that we
story.
put this on our YouTube channels? Is this-
Listen. If somebody, whatever you said, yes, okay, yeah, on YouTube you can do that, but listen, what? That's unconditional love. Like whatever he says is yes, okay, but yeah,
I
you
thought
can
that's
put
only
it
for
on YouTube.
Canadians.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. As long as you remember, Robin is always right. 100%.
Robin's gonna kill me, so I got to be careful.
Listen. Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Listen. If you have nothing, you're broke. Like, have you seen somebody, forgive me for the analogy, a homeless, a person that is dead, poor, broke in the street, being robbed?
No, that's right.
What do you want to take?
Yeah,
Something trashy? Okay.
yeah.
It doesn't work that. Obviously, when somebody's more successful and wealthy and with a ton of value, it attracts all the thieves. Okay?
Yep.
And the
Agreed.
crooks.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm talking about businesses, okay?
I'm not surprised, Ash.
I'm talking about, up in the leadership. People really want to have a slice.
It's disgusting.
Yes. Shortcut. Yeah. Oh,
This is
they
disgusting.
did it. They can make more. Let's hijack them. Yeah.
And the reason they're trying to do it is because they've done it before and won.
All right. But listen, let's wrap up all of that, okay? No matter
Yeah.
where you go, you're not going to find a better deal than OnPassive. So If you're foolish and looking around, okay, I think you're not looking enough, okay? Because you did not look enough, or you haven't looked enough in ONPASSIVE. We are apparently the only good news all across. So stay with us.
We're not
Pay
going nowhere.
attention. Yes. All right.